What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Hopefully all of you guys who celebrate Thanksgiving had a wonderful one. I had a fantastic time. I played video games. I played Skyrim all day with my brother. I ate. It was so much fun. My daughter was there. Got to see my sister and everything, so everything was cool. Hopefully you guys spent time with your family and enjoyed some good food and of course some great games as well. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into today's news. So Dimension Drive launches on December 7th for the Nintendo Switch. So 2 Awesome Studio has set a release date for Dimension Drive on the Nintendo Switch. The game is slated for December 7th, which is really cool. A little bit sooner than I thought it would come. Now, for those unaware of what Dimension Drive is, this is a really cool and unique type of teleportation supercharged shoot 'em up, as 2 Awesome Studio describes it, and there's more information here. So let's go ahead and go over this, because this could be a sleeper hit for the Nintendo Switch, similar to how Graceful Explosion Machine was on the system back in around April or so. So 2 Awesome Studios' unique teleportation supercharged shoot 'em up will make you question what you know about space shooters. Created by 2 ex-space engineers who wanted to design a game they dreamed of while talking to aliens, spaceships, explosions, sci-fi, and those arcade memories from their childhood that never let them. Developed during the last 3 years, coming from a successful Kickstarter plus 8 months of polishing with bi-weekly updates on early access, Dimension Drive is ready to bring a truly new experience to the shoot-'em-up genre. Dimension Drive delivers 80s blistering arcade cabinet gameplay, reinvented for modern times. Pilots will have to masterfully shift between dual playing fields in frantic fashion. It's practically like playing 2 games at once. And Dimension Drive is looking pretty cool. They've got a nice, cool looking main character there with some red and black hair and her cool body outfit that she has on. So yeah, this is a game that I've had my eye on for quite some time when it comes to indie shoot 'em ups, because I love these style of games. You guys know, if you followed my channel back around March, April-ish, all of that, I really like Graceful Explosion Machine. I have some content on this channel about it. That game is very simple, easy to play, but it's super fun, and I would play that game all the time. Basically, when I used the bathroom, that game was going on, so maybe Dimension Drive can take that spot, because still to this day, I still play Graceful Explosion Machine every now and then. I think it's a great shoot 'em up, so if this game can come in and kind of supplant that, that would be awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it quite a bit, and yeah, successful kicks. And yes, they ran a successful Kickstarter. This is exactly the way you're supposed to be doing it. They gave people updates, everything went well, and they're delivering on the game that they said that they're going to deliver. So shout outs to 2 Awesome Studio and ex-space engineers. That's pretty cool as well. So what do you guys think about Dimension Drive coming to Nintendo Switch on December 7th? You guys excited or interested in this game? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, the Pokemon games, the franchise, as far as Pokemon titles, have shipped over 300 million copies worldwide. 300 million copies of Pokemon games out there. That is absolutely insane. So today the Pokemon Company has announced that total shipments of the Pokemon games have surpassed 300 million units worldwide. An absolutely astronomical figure that probably nobody saw coming back in 1996. Now, the latest games, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, gave the franchise another boost when they launched on the 3DS last week, totaling up about 1.2 million units in Japan alone, and we still need to see the sales for US and everywhere else because it did launch worldwide. Now, today's figures include the 76 Pokemon related games from February 1996 all the way up until November 2017. Sales from downloads are also included in this. So Pokemon is a mega franchise. I'm pretty sure you guys know that by now at this point. And you know what? I don't see it slowing down. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which are repackages of Pokemon Sun and Moon, did extremely well across the world. I'm hearing from my source here that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon did extremely well at the retail stores when it comes to Best Buy and places like that, and specialty retail stores as well when it comes to gaming focus. Best Buy is becoming that with the Gamers Club a little bit, getting a lot more gamers going in there to purchase their games because of that discount. But this is great to see, man, and I can't wait to see what they have next. We got that big rumor when it comes to Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch, how they're going to kind of shake things up or it's going to be disruptive. And I think those are the type of things that the Pokemon Company has done, in addition to making sure that they pull in new fans all the time. And that's really the appeal of Pokemon, and that's really what Nintendo and the Pokemon Company do so well, is making sure that they satisfy the base that's there. But even if the base that's there leaves, because I'm pretty sure everyone who played Pokemon Red and Blue probably aren't still playing some of those games today. I mean, obviously there's a lot of people, millions, but I'm sure a lot of people have dropped off since then. But they do a good job of getting new gamers in and bringing in the new generation of gamers. There are some people that their first Pokemon game was Pokemon X and Y, and now that they're hooked, they can't wait for the next Pokemon game on the Switch, or they just picked up Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Some people started out with Diamond or Pearl. Like, you always hear stories of people starting out at different areas when it comes to Pokemon, because they do a good job of pulling people in. Whether they're young or they're older, at some point somebody plays a Pokemon game or they buy one. And that's the reason why they've sold over 300 million copies worldwide when it comes to their Pokemon games. Wide variety of games, big hits, a lot of cool mechanics, a lot of fun, a lot of content packed in for a good price. So what do you guys think about the Pokemon games shipping over 300 million copies worldwide? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and for the last article here, and sticking with the theme of Pokemon here, but this one's a little bit on a sadder note, but also a really great note as well when it comes to paying tribute to Satoru Iwata, the late president of Nintendo that passed away a couple years ago. So Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon do pay tribute to Mr. Iwata, and it's been over 2 years since he has passed away, like I talked about. Now, the loss is something that many have not forgotten. Obviously, people have put up tributes and documentaries and things all over the internet, and it's been really sweet to see. But now with the latest game, as far as Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, the developers Game Freak also put in their own little tribute to Mr. Iwata. So basically, here's the tribute here, and if you want to experience it yourself, you can. I mean, obviously you can fast forward to the end of the video or whatever the case is, but I do think that this is really cool. So go ahead and listen in if you want to listen in. So there is a random NPC here, and he says, when we were having trouble fitting all the data in for gold and silver, we were really in a pinch. This amazing guy came along and made a program for us that solved all of our problems. He went on to become an amazing president of a real big company soon after that, too. Now that is just such a nice thing, and obviously they're talking about Mr. Satoru Iwata here. For those who don't know, back in the gold and silver days, like, the game was just way too big, and Game Freak was in a bind. They were in trouble, there was a deadline, like they were probably a little bit over budget or whatever the case is, or they were definitely not having the time. They needed to get the game out, and Satoru Iwata said, let me take a look at this, you know? He looked at it and developed a compression program for the Game Boy in order for them to get all of that, or at least for the cart, in order to get all of that data and everything that they wanted to do onto there in the size limitations that the Game Boy cartridges had and the system had. So it was amazing, and they're always in their depth. I've heard this story so many times where they said, you know, if it wasn't for Iwata, like, we would have never gotten the game out on time. Pokemon wouldn't be where it is now. So I would have to say, yeah, man, that was Iwata that helped them out with that. And it showed, because Pokemon Gold and Silver was amazing back in like 2000 when it came out, or 99, 2000 when it was coming out, man. It was phenomenal to get that much content in a game. It's such a little package as far as the Game Boy cartridge. You had Pokemon Gold or Silver as a kid, you would spend countless hours just playing that in your room. So it was great to see, and it's a really fitting tribute for a great president. So I'm really happy that they're able to do that, and maybe we'll see more tributes to Satoru Iwata and other things. We talked about the whole golf tribute on the Nintendo Switch system itself that you can somehow unlock. Maybe Nintendo will reveal it one of these days, but I think that we're going to see more Nintendo games, especially maybe even the new Pokemon game, put in tributes in addition to other games as well. So what do you guys think about this tribute here? And share some of your best memories of Satoru Iwata. For me, for some reason, I really like the time that he just held the banana and he looked at it just in some way. I thought that was just such a weird thing to do, but it was cool at the same time. So share your best moments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, and rewards, and even emotes through sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace.